Hey YouTube, Brian LCS, thanks for stopping by the channel. And this video, a little Dark Saber unboxing. So stick around because this is the way.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Hey YouTube, welcome back. Before we actually get into the unboxing, I wanted to just talk a little bit about the Dark Saber, right? It first appeared in the Clone Wars, the animated series, and most recently in the Mandalorian. Moff Gideon was the owner of it, and he was defeated, and the Dark Saber is now in the hands of the Mandalorian. So, and I didn't honestly know much about the weapon prior to the Mandalorian. I didn't watch all of the Clone Wars, so it was kind of a reintroduction of the saber to me. So how did I get my hands on a Dark Saber? Well, it's actually not mine. It's my youngest son's. And he wanted it for his birthday, and his brother and sister, his older brother and sister, bought it for him as a birthday gift. Now, my daughter, his sister, works at Disneyland. And so she purchased it directly at Galaxy's Edge down in Orlando. And he recently visited with her, and he was able to pick it up. And so now we have a Dark Saber in the house. And so let's take a look. I'm going to switch the camera angle up a little bit, but let's actually take a look at the hilt and the saber and the box and the whole deal. All right, so let's take a look at the packaging that the Dark Saber comes in. You can see it's actually pretty long. And it has a magnetic flap here. Now, spoiler, we have already unboxed it, but I will show you the saber and hilt and everything in just a minute, but just show you how it's packed. Foam rubber, it was packed really, really well. And this is a pretty heavy case itself. And then we'll flip it over and I'll show you the details on the back. So all of the instructions for the Dark Saber are actually on the bottom of it. As you can see, this is the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge version. Here is the instructions on how to swap out batteries. The batteries are actually already installed. And then it shows you, it comes with a hilt stand, and then it shows you how to connect the actual blade to the hilt. All right, so let's actually take a look at the hilt and the blade. So here is the actual hilt in its stand. I'm gonna move around a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And the one thing you'll notice right away when you pick this up is it is heavy. And so it is, a solid construction. It's got the button there to activate the blade, and I'll show you what it looks like, together in the blade. But as you can see, it's very, black metal, but very, very well constructed. It actually has a little hook here on the bottom so that you could put it on a belt or on a clasp on a belt. And when you have the blade out, you can actually see that there's a little cover that prevents, any damage to the actual hilt, and I'll be removing that. See, there you have it now. The little cover is removed. And then there is the blade with it. Now, the one thing my son mentioned to me was the color, right? In the Clone Wars and in the Mandalorian, you actually saw more black on the Dark Saber's blade and less of the white. But, assuming that they did that so that they could get more coverage for the actual saber when it's lit up. So, and we'll actually show that to you in a little bit. But let me pause for a second and put the blade in the hilt. Now you can see the blade is actually inside the hilt, and then with the press of this button, it is activated. I'll show you. So hey, let's take a look at the actual Dark Saber in action. So we've looked at it up close. We've looked at the the pieces, the boxing, but let's actually look at the saber in action. So I hope you really enjoyed that. It was really kind of fun to make this video. I've never really done an unboxing like that with a large item. I've done obviously comic books and a couple figures, but never never a lightsaber or a dark saber in this case. But pretty cool to be able to put that all together and kind of show it to you. So like I said, though, the dark saber is available at Galaxy's Edge in Disney and Orlando. I'm assuming it's also available at Disney in California. They also have a number of other sabers that are available. You can buy sabers off the shelf that are like pre-configured, and you can also schedule an appointment when you're down in Disney to actually build and construct your own. My daughter has actually done that. She has sent me some video of it, and it looks like an amazing experience. As Disney does, they kind of make it they make it an experience to be able to build your lightsaber. It's not cheap. I think it is well over $200 to build your own, and depending on which pieces that you use on your hilt and which saber blade you get and colors and things, that the prices can increase. So just be aware if you're planning a trip and want to make a saber. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments down below. We've got Grogu behind us keeping a watchful eye over this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.